Farah Malim, the chair of Justice and Legal Affairs Committee, the Honorable Gitonga Murugara, the MP for Tharaka.
Thank you.
Is in the house now that we are talking about the Supreme Court, I think.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Sir, allow me to also voice my concerns about this decision. And from the outset say we are not, as a house, attacking the Supreme Court. But we are expressing a totally differing opinion with what they rendered. That we speak. We may not speak as a court, but we speak on behalf of our own people who have elected us to represent them here. And therefore, our voice is the voice of the people, while their voice was actually the voice of the court. Mr. Speaker, I agree with the sentiments expressed by yourself and others that this is a decision that should not be left to stand in our books. We should move with speed, bring together the Supreme Court judges, the 7 of them, and let them listen to us as lawyers as we urge them to review the decision and set it aside. We know very well we cannot compare law with morality, but sometimes moral issues supersede the law. In fact, in most cases where the law becomes repugnant to morality, then that is extremely bad law and should be dealt away with. It is quite clear from our books that some of these things in LGBTQ are actually outlawed, and therefore anything associated with those characters cannot be allowed to stand against the morals of the people of Kenya. Whether it's sodomy, whether it's lesbianism, whether it's queerness, whether it is anything that is outward practiced by these characters who say they have human rights. They may have their rights in private, and I'm sorry, I shiver and shudder when I imagine what they do in private, because it is totally repugnant, especially to us Africans. It's also important to condemn those who come with these ideas. And this is why today we celebrate the President of Uganda, Yoweri Museveni. We celebrate the late Robert Mugabe of Uganda. And sometimes it actually appears Idi Amin himself was a saint, because these are the things he was condemning those days, in spite of being incited by these same Europeans and Americans to kill a few Ugandans. Therefore, we as Africans must stand up. We must stand to be counted. We must tell these Europeans and Americans that for the little money they are enticing us with, I'm told they're even offering relief food to Kenyans so that you can legalize things like this one. They have been approaching our organizations, including the Kenya National Human Rights Commission, offering tokens so that they can promote rights of such characters. Thank heavens, these commissions and these organizations have said no to their little tokens. Let them keep their bad habits in Europe, in America. Let us as Africans keep what we consider to be morally upright and suitable for our society. For example, look at these people who are telling us today, these are human rights. They are the ones who came here, and the first thing they did was to point out that Africans do not marry out of love, but do purchase wives because they are polygamous. What is better compared to the two? Polygamy and such queerness they are advancing to us. Polygamy actually has nothing right, nothing wrong in terms of morals. It's upright. It should have been encouraged. Number two, they are the ones also who came along and told us that you people, you don't know how to live. Your customary laws are repugnant to justice and morality, and what have you. Those are the laws that had kept us Africans within the fabric of a good family, which we have maintained to date. Therefore, this judgment, this ruling, should actually be re-examined through a review. And if the review is denied, rest assured, as a house, we will move to outlaw everything they have done because we have power to do so. I support the adjournment motion.
Thank you. Honorable Patrick Makau, are you on intervention or you want to contribute?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Speaker, I cannot add